Hello, everyone. I am Gustavo Tolosa, your host for this week's program, which is about some fasting that I was doing here at True North Health Center. Thank you for joining me. It's remember that True North is a fasting facility, but you don't have to fast. You can come and eat your 3 meals a day with snacks and eat in the all-you-can-eat buffet for all of your meals and all of your snacks. Yeah, and just eat healthy, regain your health, reboot your system, get off of some of the things that you may want to get off: medicines, prescription drugs, salt, sugar, flour, oil, whatever it is. You will be able to leave here clean. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, see if anybody has any questions. Okay, so in a way, it's a little sad today because it's my last full day here. And it's been nice to see you accompany me all during these 6 videos that I have made. And, or let's see, I made Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 videos. And yeah, the last day is always a little sad and also just a little scary. I don't know if that's the right word to use. And a little bit uneasy feeling that you get or that I get when I know that I'm going to be going out into the dark jungle where all of these smells and visuals and things are going to attack your eyes and your smell and your everything pretty much in your body. Um, and Here you feel protected. You are in a controlled environment. You feel safe. And so knowing that you have to go back into the real world, sometimes it's a little bit, you have to go through some reinsertion, have to reinsert it into the world. And but you leave with a lot of tools, and you leave here with the certainty that this is the only way to this is the only way to eat, to give your body what it needs to have a healthy and a long, hopefully, life. And when you live here, you have taken classes, you have gone to workshops, you have asked all your questions to the doctors and the nurses that you had to ask. And so you should feel comfortable leaving. So let's see if anybody has any questions. So what type of foods do you, let's see, hold on just a minute. Um, Anything that surprised you or you learned during your stay there? Oh, yeah, every time you learn something, and that's what's nice about coming here repeatedly. You just learn about yourself. You learn about your body because your body is different than, and your body and your psyche, of course, is different from everybody else. So it's a nice experience because you do have time to think here. Hopefully, you're not going to come here and work 40 hours a week. This is a time to meditate, to think about your life, to think about a lot of things. So, and to learn about yourself. So, I always learn something. I learned, for example, that I can drink a lot more water, 2 or 3 times more water than I drink regularly if I drink sparkling water, and even more if I put a little slice of lemon and a couple of slices of cucumber. I can drink many glasses, but just water by itself, it's difficult for some reason for me. So I learned that, and then I don't know if it was learned because this is stuff that I knew. You all know that I've been doing the whole food plant-based, the Start Solution, the webinars, the interviews for now almost 9 years. So um, it's what happens is that I get reinforcement of the things that I already know. So this is something that I want to mention. The effect of eating no added salt. Of course, many vegetables have sodium in them, and that's okay. It's natural, it's in its balance, perfect balance with water and nutrients and fiber. But the added sodium that we get when we either add salt to our foods or mostly in processed foods and mostly in restaurants, because remember, okay, I'll tell you about that later. The benefits are really incredible. I know this because I've seen it many times, but it's always amazing to see it again. When you don't consume added salt, it's like your body shrinks and your shoes become a little looser, your pants here in your lower part of the leg become looser as well, because your body, the first few days, it just gets all that water out that was holding because of the sodium. It's truly amazing. My mother doesn't really have swollen legs or feet. She really doesn't. That you can tell by looking. But today she put on some shoes that she brought, and they were swimming in her, uh, feet. Uh, Amazing, truly. So that's one thing. And the other thing that not adding salt to your food does is that it doesn't promote overeating, because when you don't use extra salt, you just don't, your hunger decreases. You're not, at least for me, okay, I eat almost, I think I eat almost half of what I eat if I eat salt. And that's what I wanted to mention about restaurants. Be very careful, because restaurants, no matter what, unless they have a menu that says for hyper, tension and no salt, they have a lot of salt because, of course, what does salt do? It promotes overeating, and of course, they want to sell more food. I believe also salt is some sort of a preservative, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So the effects of no salt are always incredible. Let's see. Very good. What type of tools do you utilize to stay clean? Let's see. Well, the thing is that I have been whole food plant-based for 9 years. So I have had my journey, and I continue, of course. And we all figure out ways, I had a huge incentive when I started, because I was truly sick and tired of being overweight, being obese, actually. And I was so sick of it, and I was so tired of looking. Well, I wouldn't look at myself in the mirror, and tired of going to buy clothes and always go to the double X or triple X section. I was so sick of it, and I was so sick and tired of not feeling well, that I had an incentive. So for me, when I went home from my 10-day living program with the McDougall program, I was just focused, and I knew what to do and how to do it and when to do it, and I did not get off that plan. And as time goes by, and then you adapt it. As time goes by, you have challenges and you have ups and downs. The thing is that I never steered away really far. Like I never went back to eating meat or dairy. Um, let's see. Yeah, those are the two things. I never went back to eating oil. I hate it. I really do. And if I have ever had oil is when I travel, and because of my profession, which is traveling, performing, giving lectures, sometimes you just can't avoid it unless you decide to not eat. And so you do your best, and you really, that's all you can do. But the only thing that I have, the only negative change, I guess, and I mentioned it before, is that I started eating more bread, and that was not good. And I knew it, and it was in the middle of the pandemic, and we were all locked in, especially in Argentina where I was. And in Argentina, it was winter when this all started, and it was that's something that's one of the reasons I came here. I really wanted to clean that out of my system. And I feel so good now, and I know all the benefits that I'm getting, that I am certain that that's how it's going to go now from now on. I did used to have, even at the beginning, I used to have the Ezekiel bread. It's very compliant, and I would have put it in the freezer so that I would have one or two slices a few days, not every day of the week. But that's something that I think I've accomplished. I know that it's not good for me, and I know that if I ever touch a piece of bread, it's going to have to be really real whole wheat or pumpernickel bread, which is one of the healthiest, or something like Ezekiel. But I will really, really, really avoid it, as long as well as pastas. Just pasta, we also, if it is whole wheat, and if you serve it with tons of veggies, sure, you're diluting all the caloric content and stuff. But for me, I know that I need to avoid it, because that's one of my weaknesses in life. When is your interview with Dr. Goldhammer? Okay, well, I will be announcing it soon, very soon. It's just that in the next few days, I will be traveling a lot, and I don't know if I'll get the chance to put it out there. But if you're in my email list, you will receive the email. I'm going to make announces. Make sure that you all look in your spam box, that you look in your trash, that you look in those folders that say promotions or social or something like that, because these emails, sometimes, depending on what kind of email server you have, they're redirected, and you never see them. Okay, but you will receive an email from me. Thank you for reminding us on how important it is to have a clean environment and a good support system. With these, it is you against a world you want. Yeah, yes, it's having a clean environment in my house. It's clean. In the case of bread, it was because I went and I bought it, and when I did that, I bought little. I didn't buy, a lot, but still I bought it. So the house is clean because it is just two of us, and we both follow the same way of eating. And then also having a support system like the ones that I offer, the monthly book clubs where we get together, the tea with Dr. T, the regular webinars that I do, my Facebook page, my YouTube channel. Those things can keep you connected for extra support. So I lost 12 pounds. I think 12 and a half pounds since I came here. So in 6 days. And like I mentioned the other day, yeah, well, I would like I really would like to lose. Uh, yeah, I could lose 20 more. I don't want to look as we get older, and this is my opinion now. This is not medical advice, and well, I never give medical advice. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a doctor in music. But yeah, um, as we get older, I I have seen people when they lose a lot of weight, you just get. I see a lot of like wrinkles, and I don't know. I don't know. I want to lose enough weight to look good, but I don't want to look like a raisin. So if I live 2 years less of my life, so be it. Okay. But for me, it's important that I look at the mirror and I like what I see. So 20 pounds, I think it would be good. Could I lose more? I could lose maybe up to 40, but I don't know how I will look. Okay. Right now, you can see I don't have a lot of, I don't have a big stomach. It's pretty flat, but I could. I definitely can lose 20, and I definitely could go for 40, but I don't know. Okay. What was your starting weight at the start of this visit? Well, that's the one thing I'm not going to share. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that I lost 12 pounds, 12.5, and when I started 10 years ago, I mean not 10 years ago, 9 years ago, I was 270, and I lost 70. Okay, and so I gained some during the pandemic and eating bread. Okay. Let's see what else. In the morning, I want to tell you because one or two of you asked about what you do here. Well, actually, the days are quite busy here. In the morning, you get 2 visits. And so the morning visits can be anywhere from 7:30 in the morning until 10 in the morning. So you have to stay in your room, okay? And other than go at 8 to get your breakfast, from 8 to 9 and come back to your room. And I mean, you can eat it outside. If they come here and you're not here, they'll come back later. But in the morning, you get 2 visits, and they're not necessarily back to back. So one visit is from the doctor, and another visit is from an intern or a nurse that comes also and asks you questions, and they take all your vitals and stuff. So you have to be here for that. Well, by the time you're done with that, it's about 10:30. So, and then from 12 to 1, there is lunch. And then in the afternoon, you get another 2 visits. And then in the morning, you also get housekeeping that wants to come in and of course, clean and ask if you need towels and things like that. So any other thing you do, I mean, the day really flies by pretty quick. Also, the day before you leave, I leave tomorrow. So the day before you leave, like this morning, they come to your room and they give you a survey that you can fill out. And they also ask you if you want meals to go, which is very nice. And I said, yes, I would like to have lunch and dinner to go. So tomorrow, they will give us a bag, and it's really nicely packaged, and with lunch. Because the lunch will be at the airport or on the plane, and then the dinner, which will be when we land or get home and don't have time to cook anything. So that's nice to know. Let's see. I worry about loose skin with losing weight. How did you deal with loose skin? Well, actually, yeah, I was lucky. Since I'm tall, I'm 6 feet tall, and I had exercised earlier in my life. My weight, I at 270 pounds, I was obese. So, but I didn't look obese I looked overweight because I have a big body. So it was all that fat was spread around. I mean, my face was totally round. I did have a big stomach, but I had it on my legs and I had it in the back, and it was I could disguise it pretty well. And so I did not have that much of a problem, but that can be a problem that you would have to ask your doctor and see what you can do with how can you deal with it with loose skin. I know they do surgeries, but I don't know much more about that. Let's see. So so that was this morning about the meals and stuff. Then this afternoon they give you you have your exit appointment with the doctor, and they give you, and he or she will give you a handout with stuff here with recommendations about eating and stuff. I'm not taking any prescription drugs, so I don't have that, but he told me to continue taking B12, to consider taking vitamin, and to take vitamin D, which makes me uncomfortable. I'm going to be honest, because I respect a lot Dr. McDougall, and I have read research, but I will go back and I will read some more, and eventually it will be my decision. And remember, I know that all of us get frustrated because in many issues, doctors don't agree. Even plant-based doctors don't agree. One tells you to take vitamin D, someone doesn't. One tells you to not eat potatoes, the other does. I mean, the doctors just won't agree on everything. So at one point, it's you who decide if you want to change doctors or you follow what your doctor tells you. So I'm going to be researching a little bit more and feel comfortable with my final decision. What else? Oh, I bought this. Well, I went to the front office and I bought my B12 here. I really like the one they have here. It's 5,000. You take it once a week, and you're set. And then I bought these. I don't like those energy bars or snack. I really never, ever buy them. But I bought these as an emergency. Since I'm going to be traveling from now until Wednesday, gosh, that's a long time. I might end up in some place somewhere where I don't have anything to eat. And so I'm going to be ready. And yeah, you can usually find in any place, almost any place, a banana or an apple to buy or to eat. But so I bought these. I want to show you. This one has organic dates, organic pumpkin seeds, organic sunflower seed, organic dried cherries, organic dried mango, organic sesame seeds, lime, and lemon. Sounds really good. There are two of them here, and they're big. And the other one has less things in it. And this one has dates, almonds, cashews, oats, sesame seeds, coconut, and cinnamon. So I feel I'm ready. I'm prepared for tomorrow and the next few days. Anything else? I worry about, okay. Any other questions or comments? I will certainly answer. And this is the last session. Stay tuned. Make sure you're in my channel, subscribe. There's going to be more exciting videos and webinars to come. I always announce them by email, so make sure you're in my email list. Make sure you're subscribed in all of my social media platforms. I'm always available by email. My email is info@plantemus.com, PLANTEMUS. I have thoroughly enjoyed all your videos. Well, thank you. Make sure you go and look around, explore that YouTube channel that I have. I have things that go back to 2013, I think, or 2014. There's so much information. They're mostly organized in playlists. You will be very happy, I think, to see some of my older videos. And remember that I am here to help you. I'm already helping about 3 people that have contacted me, and we're doing really well. I do coaching for whole food, plant-based, and I do understand your frustrations and your needs, because I have gone probably through all of them, and I have created my own little tricks and ways to deal with things. So if you'd like a coaching, send me an email. If you would like to learn piano or improve your piano skills, I will also help you with that. And then you can send me an email, or you can visit the website, plantemas.com. And there is a form there that says contact, and you can also reach me that way. Well, I'm really excited about what lies ahead. And I'm a little bit sad to see you all go, but I know that you are all there and that you will be in touch in some way, and you will be watching the videos. And let's see. Yeah. Your interview, 58 questions with Dr. Lyles, wonderful, a must watch. Oh, yeah. And watch the one with Dr. McTougall and with Chef AJ, because they're really fun. I have gone through your YouTube videos on reversing diabetes. Very informative, and thank you for everything you do. Yeah, sure. Well, soon we will be starting another book, and we read it together once a week. I assigned you the chapters to read, then we log in and we discuss it together. Sometimes I have guests, even the author himself or herself, and we have cooking demos, and it's a really good online book club. Wishing you well as you have to go home. All right. Well, goodbye, everyone. I will hopefully see you very soon. Do you know what the book will be at this time? I don't know. I have 2 or 3 in my mind, but I'm not sure yet. But I always announce it a couple of weeks before we start, so you have time to get it. If you have any suggestions, you can send them to me. And I'm going to have dinner now, even though I don't feel very hungry, which it's interesting. But I'll have something little. Okay, goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.